Parents should be aware of the kind of school they enroll their children to. Join me as I take you on the tales of Victory High School. Victory High School is a beacon of excellence and prestige. Students from every corner of the city dream of donning its emblem, a golden phoenix rising against the sun, a symbol of limitless success. At its helm is Miss Patricia, the disciplined principal whose reputation precedes her, a woman of unmatched charisma, leading her students to national glory. But behind her warm, speechless, and proud smile lurks a chilling enigma. Favor, a senior student with a knack for noting the unseen, begins to question the glittering facade. Victory High isn't just a school, it feels alive. Shadow seems to linger too long in the hallways, and the hair grows heavy near the forbidden library wing. Her suspicions sharpen when she discovers a pattern. Favor, a 17-year-old scholarship student from a modest family. She has always relied on her faith and instincts to guide her. Her observant nature helps her uncover Miss Patricia's secrets. Quiet, intelligent, and deeply intuitive, Favor is known for her unshakable faith and sense of justice. Though reserved, she is courageous when it matters, often acting as the voice of reason among her friends. One night, after a lot of suspicion from Favor, she sneaks into the West Wing with her best friend, Kunle, a tech-savvy boy who thrives on adventure. Armed with nothing but their flashlights and wits, the pair stumbles upon a hidden staircase leading to an underground chamber. As they descend, a chilling breeze makes their skin crawl. At the bottom, they discover a stone altar inscribed with ancient symbols. Before they can inspect further, a loud, unnatural glow reverberates through the chamber. The sound of footsteps, heavy and deliberate, send them sprinting back up the stairs. Kunle captures the whole ordeal on his camera, but the footage mysteriously vanished into the air the next morning. But after that night, both Favor and Kunle kept mute about the school's hidden chamber. Well, the school activities continued as Victory High School culture stepped in competition, and Favor is part of those who will be participating for the end of the year cultural activities. Well, other awards were given to best students as well of two of other Favor's friends. There is Aminat, the charismatic debate champion with dreams of becoming Nigeria's youngest senator, and Chijioke, a musical genius whose composition win national awards. Together, they form a close friendship, competing in and winning a prestigious national quiz competition. Their friendship provides light-hearted moments, celebrity pizza nights, and rooftop outings. But Favor start noticing changes in her friends. Aminat, who was always intelligent and outspoken, becomes unusually withdrawn, her confidence falling apart. Chijioke, whose music plays beautiful melodies, begins to skip practice, his once brilliant melodies turning into hauntingly sober music. Favor kept on attending classes like nothing ever happened until one afternoon, Favor was sent to deliver paperwork to the principal's office. While waiting, she glanced at a framed photo on the wall. A group of passed out students. Tomiwa, a former top student who excelled in science but now works in a menial job. Her brilliance seemingly drained after the graduation. There is also Daniel, once a star athlete, now reclusive and battling depression, haunted by his unfulfilled potential. Also Ezinne, a former artist whose vivid imagination has faded, leaving her unable to create, who now known to be among the school falling stars. As she reached for the frame, the light flicker and Miss Patricia appears, startling her. Curiosity, the principal whispers with an icy smile, isn't always the virtue. Favor's heart races as she feels the suffocating pressure of unseen eyes following her even after she leaves the office. After Favor left Miss Patricia's office, she then headed for the school's library to finish her science assignment and as well get over the incidents that happened between her and Miss Patricia in the office. Well then, she met Mrs. Bissy, the librarian, an elderly woman with a kind but secretive demeanor. She subtly helps Favor by hinting at the school's hidden history, providing cryptic clues in the form of old books and maps. There, she now left and went to the science lab in order to submit her science assignments. While Mr. Ade was trying to work on new science lab experiments, he actually spoke to Favor about Miss Patricia's influence, a soft-spoken man who is wary of Miss Patricia's behavior. He mentors Favor and subtly encouraged her to investigate nature without revealing too much. Weeks passed after a thoughtful thinking. Favor then decided to inform her other two friends about what she and Willie had found out. First of all, she spoke to Amina about the incident and asked if she would like to come on this mysterious quest. Secondly, she also spoke to Chijioke, who has always been fearful, and asked if he would also like to join on the mysterious quest. Then finally, she finalized the date time with Kunle, who has always loved adventure from the very first day. Favor, Kunle, and Aminat decide to go into the main chambers, while Chijioke stays outside and be watchful. The library at Victory High School is a sprawling, dimly lit space filled with towering shelves of dusty books and a faint smell of old paper. The stained glass window filter in fragmental moonlight, casting colorful patterns on the floor. At night, the library feels almost alive. Its shadows stretch and shift as if it whispers secrets. Favor, Aminat, and Kunle sneaks inside, their footsteps echoing on the wooden floor. A single desk lamp glows faintly in the far corner, left on by Mrs. Bissy. Favor pulls out a tattered book from a hidden compartment in one of the oldest shelves. The cover is faded, its title unreadable, but inside are yellowed pages filled with frantic handwriting. The journal belongs to an alumni who vanished years ago. It details warnings about a darkness in the school and mentions strange rituals involving Miss Patricia, the principal. The journal includes rough sketches of symbols and a map pointing to a hidden passage beneath the library. Favor's hand trembles as she realizes the depth of the mystery they are about to uncover. Guided by the journal, the group searches the library for clues. They find a loose floorboard near an ancient grandfather clock. Beneath it is a trapdoor, its edges crusted with cobwebs and dust. Kule uses his multi-tool to pry open it, revealing a staircase spiraling into darkness. The air below smells damp and cold, carrying a faint metallic tang that makes them hesitate. This is it, whispers Aminat, in her voice shaky but resolute. The group descend into the hidden passage, their flashlights slicing into darkness. The walls are rough stone, etched with faint carvings of symbols that matches those in the journal. Strange noises echo in the distance, dripping water, the faint shuffle of unseen movements. Kule jokes nervously to lighten up the mood, but his hands grip the flashlight tightly. Favor leads the way, her heart pounding as if they've reached the bottom of the staircase. The passage opens into a small circular chamber, illuminated by the faint glow of moist clinging into the wall. At the center stands an old wooden box, sealed with wax and covered in strange runes. Surrounding it are remnants of burnt candles and chalk drawn symbols on the floor, suggesting it was used for rituals. The air is thick with an oppressive energy that makes their skin crawl. Amina gasps as she notices faint blood stains on the ground, long dried but unmistakable. Kunle hesitates but uses a small blade to carefully break the wax seal. The room seems to shudder as the box creaks open, releasing a pulse of light that blinds them. Inside is a relic, a small jagged object that seems to pulse with a dark, unnatural energy. It's heavier than it looks. This must be it. Favor whispers, her voice barely audible, over the strange humming sound filling the chamber. As they prepare to leave, the oppressive energy grows stronger. The passageway begins to shake, and faint whispers seems to rise from the wall, growing louder with each passing sound. The group scrambles back up the staircase, their breaths quick and panicked. Just as they reach the trapdoor, a loud, inhuman glow echoes from below, sending chills down their spines. They slam the trapdoor. Few days later, the end of the year graduation school party lighting up the students' mood as they were all preparing and participating in the activities of the end of the year party. The school courtyard was alive with activity transformed into a vibrant festival ground. Strings of lantern hang from the tall palm trees, casting a warm glow over the scene. Stalls line in the area, covering everything from the steaming puff puff and the jollof rice to colorful crafts and tinklets. A stage at the center is decorated with shimmering fabric and adorned with massive golden phoenix emblem, symbolizing the school's legacy. Students in bright traditional outfits laugh and mingle, their excitement echoing in the air. Teachers and staff roam the ground, smiling as they supervise the cheerful child. On the stage, a group of students performs a traditional Yoruba dance. Their movements synchronized to the beats of talking drums and shekers. The dancers are dressed in flowing agbadas and gele head wraps. Their steps, a graceful blend of history and celebration. As Miss Patricia steps onto the stage, her elegant attire shimmering under the lantern light, she begins her speech, her voice smooth and commanding, wavering almost an hypnotic rhythm. Her words are laced with suitable suggestions, urging the students to embrace the school's greatness and the legacy she had built. But as she speaks, her words take on an wavering spell over the audience. As Miss Patricia raises her hands, the chandelier above begins to flicker, casting a strange shadow across the room. A low hum fills the air, growing louder with each passing second. Favor noticed trembles of that energy waving through the crowd, drawn from the students and spiraling towards Miss Patricia. The spell over the crowd spreads, and students begin to stare, their dazed expression giving way to confusion and fear. She is symphoning their futures. Favor whispers urgently. Chijioke grips his drumstick tightly, ready to act, while Kunle nervously adjusts his backpack filled with equipment. Kunle leaps into action, racing to the control booths at the side of the auditorium. With sweat beading on his forehead, he hacks into the sound system and blasts an original melody through the speakers. The music is pure and powerful, its resonating notes cutting through the dark energy in the room. The stage becomes a battleground as Miss Patricia unleashed her full power, summoning a shadowy trindle that lashes out the students and the parents. Favor holds up the relic they retrieved from the hidden chamber, his jagged edges glowing brightly in her hands. The light from the relic clashes with the shadows, creating bursts of energy that send shockwaves through the room. All of a sudden, the spell breaks. Parents and students were in shock and act confused as they began to run around the auditorium. Amina uses her quick thinking to rally the students and parents, guiding them to safety, while Chijioke begins to drum, amplifying the relic's power, acting as a shield against Miss Patricia's attack. Favor steps forward, her hands trembling but steady as she channels her strength into the relic. She speaks a prayer under her breath, her voice growing stronger with each word. The relic emits a blinding light that enfuses the auditorium, overwhelming Miss Patricia's dark energy. Screaming in rage and fear, Miss Patricia crumbles to the ground as the artifact's power serves her supernatural connections. The oppressive energy displays and leaving the room stunned in silence. As the light fades, the auditorium slowly returns to normal. Miss Patricia, now powerless and visibly aged, is escorted away by staffs who had been unaware of her true nature. After few minutes, the police arrive. They handcuffed and arrest Miss Patricia as they lead her out of the auditorium. The students and parents cheer for Favor and her friends, their gratitude palpable, drawn by the breaking of the spell, their face brightening as the weight of years of despair lifts. Favor and her friends stand together on the school stage, their bond stronger than ever, knowing they have not just saved themselves, but the future of the Victory High students. In the final moments, Favor gazed out at the crowd, feeling a mix of relief and pride. Kunle cracks a joke to lighten the mood, making everyone laugh, while Aminat wiped tears from her eyes, overwhelmed by joy and victory. Chijioke drums a hum of melody that saved them, a quiet reminder of their strength. As the group walks out of the auditorium, the morning sun rises, casting a golden glow over the school. Victory High feels new, free from the shadow that once haunted it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.